So going to go through a recap today on the market. Trade recap. Didn't take any trades today. It was pretty obvious to set out today, but I'm going to recap it all, starting with news. A lot of news. We had non-farm employment change at 8:30, and usually this happens on a Friday, but because tomorrow is a U.S. bank holiday, tomorrow 4th of July, news came out today. So it's a little different today. We had service PMI at 10 a.m. and then we also had 3 red folders at 8:30 a.m., which definitely moved the market a little bit, but I'm going to recap everything. Yesterday's trade was literally perfect. You don't often see hourly SMTs that strong, but we did yesterday. Took full advantage. Today was a little weird. Absolutely mauled, ripped by all-time highs. I believed those were all-time highs over here, and you can see how much we ripped by them. When we start on the lower time frames, just in today in general, I'll do the price range, like how far we ripped by them today. Whoops. So today, we ripped 200 points past all-time highs. So that's hard to trade. First of all. Second of all, we only had one real retrace. This happened right around here. This would have been actually a pretty good trade, I would personally have to say. Again, it's before news. That's a problem for me. I do not trade before 10 a.m. news. We've had, major, some all hell break loose when you try to trade before news. There's been some ugly moments. I don't exactly know when, but there was a time at 10 a.m. where price actually gapped. So I think I know most of you know what that means, but I'll kind of like where price closed here, right? Price might have closed here, and then news came out, and then price reopened. Like it wasn't obviously this drastic, right? But price closed here and opened up here, right? So if your stop loss is in between the two, like right here, it's gonna get in essence your stop loss gets disrespected, right? It doesn't matter because price never technically hit this point. It ripped down below it, so you're gonna lose a lot more money than you would have. It gets, your account can get liquidated. It gets really ugly. So that's why I choose not to. It only happened one time, but again, I don't want it to happen a second time, and that second time I'm in a trade, right? So just don't want that to happen. I figured today was going to be pretty not sloppy in essence, right around market. This overall was good. It's probably going to be hideous the rest of the day. I think we're probably going to range in this area the rest of the day. But again, we swept out London session highs. I just didn't think we were going to go back down. Like, we're not going to see a reversal because we're at all-time highs. Again, price trades different around all-time highs. If this was just a normal high, I would be good for shorts. But because we're at all-time highs, it's kind of hard for me to say, oh, we swept out all-time highs, we're going to go right back down. That's not really how it works. So it works a little different at all-time highs. But I figured, again, with the combination of news and the combination of, we actually had a pretty big news candle today, bigger than what we've usually had. And then we had 10 a.m. news, so I'm like, I don't really like trading before news, so it's really difficult for me to want to enter. I was kind of mentally checked out for today. Obviously, tomorrow is going to be no trades, 4th of July. I think technically it's open for a half day. I think the market's open till 12, but I'm like 100% sure it's going to look like this. You're not going to see a setup. Price action is not going to be good at all. So I'm definitely not going to be trading tomorrow with it being a bank holiday. Not only was today non-farm pay employment, it was also the day before bank holiday, which a lot of times the day before bank holiday, especially with it being on a Friday, you're going to get slower price action. Obviously, it was cool to see this rip up. All my investments look good. Tesla, Apple, QQQ, the S&P 500, all of it looks really good. It's been performing very, very well. My trading's been good. I took 2 trades this week, won 1, lost 1. So this is actually how I journal my trades, is in a Google slide. It's really simple. This was the trade I lost. I actually ended up being a pretty iffy price action day. I wanted to get longs. I was willing to risk. It was a super small loss, honestly. And then this was the next day, which was yesterday. This was, honestly, I think the best trade I've had ever, I think. It was really a couple of really good things. Good execution, identifying high time frame SMT, and executing when I needed to. And I did all those things great and ended up playing out in my favor, and it was a great trade. So I'm going to hopefully take this momentum into next week. Obviously, tomorrow, taking the day off. It's a bank holiday, and that's it. So no trades today. A little bit boring of a day, but overall, just gonna continue to keep grinding.